Imagine HVAC worker comes to your house, rings your doorbell, service worker decides to utilize racial slurs on your camera and you're paying them. Okay, here it is.
Yeah, well, how they shut the like leave it on when it's hot outside.
Hold on, let me take you off speaker. You said that and I was like, oh, hold on.
Well. Put it up for a mass. I have an interesting story here. An HVAC company in Illinois, they have decided, after the video went viral, to suspend an individual being seen on a doorbell camera referring to black people as monkeys. This was during a service call at an apartment complex. The viral video posted by JT Toombs on Facebook shows a team member from Diversified Mechanical Inc. That is ironic, isn't it? Diversified Mechanical Inc. at the front door of Toombs' apartment after being called to repair an air conditioning unit on June 24th. So the employee was on a phone call, okay? He's on a phone call with a man who was on speakerphone. From the other end of the call, the man could be heard saying, "You know how those monkeys are. They shut the effing ish off, like, leave it on when it's hot outside. End quote. Aware that he's being recorded on the Ring video doorbell camera, the worker walks away from the apartment's front door, walks down the stairs, and can be heard telling the caller, "Hold on, let me take you off speaker." He's heard also laughing as he walks off, condoning the racism off camera, but still within earshot of the doorbell camera. The employee says, quote, "You said that." And I was like, hold on, while he still laughs. Okay. Can you put him back up again? Marissa, I just want to make a point. Sir, you do understand that just because the camera is unable to see you, it doesn't mean that the audio that records is unable to record. I know, sir, typically racism and stupidity go hand in hand. I'm trying to help you here to avoid another blunder like this in your future. Sorry, you care about you more than you care about yourself, it seems. All right, so Toombs later posted that what he heard was, quote, shocking, it was painful, and completely unacceptable, and stated that his apartment complex's management cut ties with the HVAC company after seeing the video. This was a contractor. So Toombs wrote on Facebook, quote, "I applaud my building's management for taking swift action by terminating their relationship with DMI. But real change means we don't stop there. I sincerely hope my apartment complex and other businesses in this community will consider only partnering with companies that respect all individuals and don't tolerate the use of racial slurs against patron." That is correct. So while they may have been a vendor, a contract employee or contractor with said apartment complex, the actual catalyst for funding of that apartment complex comes from the patron or the resident. And they are the ones who are in charge or should be in charge of who contracts inside of their apartment and on the premises. They're not asking for the corporation to be significantly diverse in their racial and gender employment ranks. They're just asking for them not to be racist, which is basically at the lowest of the low that you can hold a company accountable. Hey, listen, we're just asking that you don't be racist. All right, that's it. Nothing more. Can you handle that? And obviously they could not. The owner of DMI confirmed on Week TV that the man on the other end of the phone was also an employee. Both workers have been suspended pending termination. Toombs said that he has yet to hear from DMI with an apology. Quote, I believe an apology could have gone a long way, a long time ago, Toombs stated. It's no apology, Mr. Toombs, because it's a culture there. That's quite obvious. And the only reason you're getting this level of response and attention is because it happened to be recorded. If you would have heard it, overheard them saying this, and filed a complaint, it would have been you said, they said, and likely very little, if anything, would have been done about it. But there's a recording, and you understand exactly how to utilize the apparatus of social media. Once it went viral, there was a reaction. No apology, suspension, pending termination, because this is not a governmental agency. Who the hell knows if that's even true? All right, Jackson, just go to work and wait until you get off work to be racist. And these things won't happen to you.
Hey man, but when you got that itch that you can't scratch, you feel me? Sometimes you just can't help yourself. I was like, man, your friend almost looked out for you, but he was a little too late, just a little too late. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He tried though. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a pretty simple matter. The fact that it went viral, it could deter customers. I mean, just on a business standpoint, and even before you get into, the morality of it, social aspects of it, it's just bad for business because a lot of Black people are going to call in and want your services. So it's really not more complicated than that. But I mean, if you never know who's going to be listening to you, if you're going to be overheard, and you never know when anything like that is going to come back to bite you in the butt. So it's best to just try your hardest to have some empathy for others. But like you said, racism and stupidity go hand in hand.
Right. And I got to say this, racist friends don't let racist friends speak on speakerphone.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's why I said he didn't do his job. He failed.
Yeah. He knew they were both racist.